Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us for our Board of County Commissioners regular session this Monday night, February 24th, 2025. I'll get us started with the public charge. The Board of Commissioners asks its members and citizens to conduct themselves in a respectful, courteous manner, both with the board and fellow residents. At any time, should any member of the board or any resident fail to observe the public charge, the chair will ask the offending person to leave the meeting until that individual regains personal control. Should decorum fail to be restored, the chair will recess the meeting until such time that a genuine commitment to a public charge is observed. I will now ask Commissioner Valentine to read the land acknowledgement. Speaker.
I'm sorry. As we convene for the Durham County Commissioners meeting, it's crucial to recognize the painful truth of history. We stand on the stolen ancestral lands of the Catawba, the Eno, the Occaneechi, the Shakori, and the Tuscarora peoples, whose deep connections to this land predates our arrival. We acknowledge with humility the unjust displacement and violence that occurred, leading to the dispossession of indigenous peoples from their homelands. Their resilience in the face of such adversity is a testament to their strength and their spirit. May we humbly honor the ancestors and the elders of these nations, both past and present, by committing ourselves to fostering understanding, healing, and justice for all who inhabit this land. Let us walk forward together with open hearts, acknowledging the past and embracing a future guided by compassion, respect, and unity.
Thank you, Commissioner Valentine. And now ask Commissioner Burton, would you like to lead us in the pledge? Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Burton. Are there any agenda adjustments? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Burton, second by Vice Chair Lee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda is adopted. We'll now move to the announcements by Clerk Wallace.
Good evening. I'll read the announcements published in tonight's agenda. The notices for the 2025 reappraisal will be mailed to all real property owners by the first week of March 2025. These will inform taxpayers of their 2025 assessed values. Property owners are encouraged to visit the Tax Administration website at www.dconc.gov/tax to review the values, compare them with sales they have observed in their markets, and verify that their property listing is accurate. The Durham County Department of Social Services Low Income Homeowners Relief Program, LIHR, assists with property taxes for eligible homeowners in Durham County. You can learn more and access their application. There is a link available on our website, or you can also call Durham County's Department of Social Services at 919-560-8000. As we kick off Phase 2 of the Durham Cultural Roadmap, the City and County of Durham are seeking a team of artists and creatives to design, plan, facilitate, and document creative community engagement activities. The creative engagement team will work closely with the City and County staff and MJR partners, the Durham Cultural Roadmap consultants. You can submit your application via submittal by 3 p.m. on March 18th, 2025. For additional information, you can visit the durhamnc.gov site. You can also email arts@durhamnc.gov. Join the Durham County Library Humanities and the Decode Library Foundation for The Moment, a discussion with Bakari Sellers and Durham Mayor Leonardo Williams on Wednesday, March 26th at 6 p.m. at the main library. Sellers is a prominent voice in contemporary discourse, is a distinguished lawyer, political analyst, and author whose work embodies a commitment to social justice and civil rights. Registration holds a priority seating until 5 p.m. After that, seating is first come, first served for registered and waitlist individuals. You can register at the Durham County Library site. The 2025 DECO Cares recipient organization applications are open to all nonprofits serving the Triangle community. Durham County Cares, which is also DECO Cares, is an annual Durham County government employee giving campaign in which our employees donate funds to those nonprofit agencies chosen as an annual recipient organization. The application window has been extended through March 7th. For more information or to apply to be a recipient, you can visit www.decocares.org. Want to learn how to save a life? Stop the Bleed is a free workshop sponsored by Duke Trauma Center. The workshop includes both a presentation on bleeding control basics as well as hands-on skills training by health professionals. For more information, there is a site that you can visit. Registration is required, and the events are held from January to June at the Durham County Library. Locations can be found on our library website as well. Durham County residents are encouraged to sign up for Alert Durham, the service that sends you emergency alerts and community notifications from Durham City County Emergency Management. You decide how you want to receive them via text, phone call, or email. You sign up at alertdurham.com. And lastly, Durham County residents, are you planning to move this year or already moved? Don't forget to update your voter registration to your new address. For more information on updating voter registration, you can visit decovotes.dconc.gov. Thank you.
Thank you, Clerk Wallace. Are there any additional announcements from the board? Okay. Seeing none, then I will entertain, we have our minutes for our February 3rd, 2025 work session and February 20th. I'll entertain a motion for approval of those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Jacobs, second by Commissioner Valentine. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, minutes are passed unanimously. That brings us now to our ceremonial items, beginning first with a resolution celebrating the safe return of Keith Siegel to his family. The Durham Board of County Commissioners resolution celebrating the safe return of Keith Siegel to his family. Whereas Triangle native Keith Siegel was taken captive over 15 months ago during the terrorist attack carried out on October 7th, 2023, an event that deeply affected communities both locally and internationally. And whereas on February 1st, Keith Siegel was among 3 hostages released in the Gaza Strip, marking a significant moment in the struggle for freedom and human dignity. And whereas Keith Siegel demonstrated remarkable resilience, hope, and the strength to persevere through adversity. And whereas the safe return of Keith to his family symbolizes not only his triumph, but also the collective support of the Durham community and the broader North Carolina community, which has united to stand by him and his family as he embarks on the journey of recovery and healing. And whereas Keith Siegel's family here in Durham fought tirelessly for his release, ceaselessly advocating nationally and internationally to secure his freedom. And whereas we lost Keith Siegel's mother, Gladys Siegel, a scion of the Durham Jewish community during his prolonged captivity. And whereas the Durham Jewish community, especially at Keith's childhood synagogue, Bethel, never forgot Keith in their advocacy or prayers. And whereas we express our collective hope for a permanent end to the war that has caused so much suffering and for the full release of all hostages, reaffirming our belief in a future where Israelis and Palestinians can live in peace and with dignity. And whereas his return serves as an enduring reminder of the importance of unity, international cooperation, and the unwavering commitment to the values of freedom, justice, and human rights. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Durham Board of County Commissioners celebrate the safe return of Keith Siegel to his family and home and honor his strength and perseverance throughout his ordeal. Be it further resolved that the Durham Board of County Commissioners extends its deepest gratitudes to the many individuals, organizations, and government agencies, including those whose efforts spanned across partisan lines and national borders, for their critical role in securing his release and supporting his recovery. This, the 24th day of February 2025. And we have a printed copy and framed copy of this resolution, and we have some members of Keith's synagogue and his sister here to accept this.
Thank you all so much. I am humbled. I was shocked when I got the email saying that you all were going to put together a resolution in honor of Keith. It means so much to our entire family. We're all over the world, our family, and everyone knows that this is happening this evening, and thank you so much.
I'll bring it back to the board if there's any members of the board who would like to share additional comments. Commissioner Jacobs?
I just want to say congratulations to all of you members of the Siegel family, and also to the greater Jewish community, Bethel community, who has worked so hard and advocated and fought for this moment. And this is truly a great celebration. And thank you for letting us share this moment with all of you.
Thank you, Commissioner Jacobs. And I'd be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge, thank you, Adam Levine from Bethel Synagogue, for initiating this resolution and coming to me. It wouldn't have been possible without you, so thank you so much. Thank you. Well, Commissioner Valentine?
Yes, so we are so thankful as a community for the return of brother Keith Siegel. He was one of our own. And we also are thankful for Bethel's congregation coming out, being a part of our support. And lastly, our entire community mourns the loss of Keith's mother. And so we thank you for your presence here. And we are praying for peace, not only in foreign lands, but in our own land.
Thank you, Commissioner Valentine. Thank you so much again for joining us this evening. Our next resolution is a resolution for Durham County recognizing and approving of Durham County Official America 250 NC Committee. Commissioner Jacobs will read this one.
Durham Board of County Commissioners resolution recognizing and approving the Durham County Official America 250 NC Committee, a resolution of Durham County, North Carolina, supporting the America 250 NC Committee for the United States Semi-Quincentennial, which is being called the America 250 NC. Whereas Roy Cooper, former governor of North Carolina, created America 250 NC to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the United States and North Carolina's integral role in that event and the role of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. And whereas America 250 NC has a mission to engage all North Carolinians and all 100 counties through their many signatures and officially recognized programs, projects, and events over the commemoration by inspiring future leaders and celebrating North Carolina's contributions to the nation over the past 250 years. And whereas by adoption of America 250 NC's mission, the Durham County Committee is officially formed to achieve the goals of America 250 NC. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Durham County Board of Commissioners hereby endorses America 250 NC and its mission, and be it further resolved, the County of Durham officially establishes an America 250 NC committee comprised of a diverse group of citizens to work with the America 250 NC on any and all activities. The participants of the Durham County Committee will be strictly voluntary roles and therefore no compensation for participation. It is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be sent to the Durham Legislative Delegation and the Durham 250 NC Committee. This, the 24th day of February 2025. Nida Alam Chair, Dr. Mike Lee Vice Chair, Michelle Burton, Wendy Jacobs, and Stephen Valentine, Commissioners.
Good evening. I'm Tammy Hall, Assistant County Manager. Certainly Chair Lum, Vice Chair Lee, Commissioners, County Manager, and our County Attorney. Thank you for executing this resolution. This is actually the first step necessary for us to begin programming and planning of activities to come in celebration. And as I've often said, nothing gets done in a vacuum, so I'm so happy to have a colleague of mine from the library, Sarah Stevens, who will be helping to lead this effort for us. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to be here with you. So as ACM Hall said, she and I will be working together to lead this effort. Again, the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources put the call out for all 100 counties. And Tammy said, hey, Durham needs to step up. And so here we are. We're stepping up. And I would like to let you know that we had our organizational meeting last week. Not all of the committee members attended that meeting, but I do want to let you know some of the organizations representing this committee. The Durham Arts Council, North Carolina Central University, Duke University Libraries, North Carolina Central Art Museum, which I'm very excited about, the Durham Arts Council, again, Preservation Durham, Bennett Place, Durham Tech, the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, which there should be a big surprise at the end of all of that, El Centro Hispano, the Museum of Durham History, and as of today, Stagville. So that list is growing. We were charged with selecting a theme for our commemorative year, and our committee selected Common Ground. And just to give you a little bit of information about the theme, this project aims to explore and celebrate common ground by highlighting shared cultural, artistic, and agricultural heritage within our community. Through exhibits, workshops, and interactive programs, we will all foster intergenerational engagement and community building while addressing themes of diversity, history, and sustainability. So this will be happening through this next year, and we look forward to sharing more information with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for your work, and we're excited to be participating in all of the different events, and I'm sure that it will come out of this resolution and advocating as much as we can, or however way we can. Please let us know. We look forward to it. Commissioner Burton?
Yes, I just want to say I'm really excited about this. I'm showing my age. I remember when it was the 200th anniversary of the United States. I think I was 5 years old, and it was huge. It was huge. And so I'm looking forward to this and looking forward to being of assistance to help.
Good.
Thank you.
I'll call you.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Yes, I just want to say thank you, Sarah, for stepping up and taking this leadership role. I know I've been on a lot of emails around this, and I love the way, basically the community was coming from different places, like, hey, I want to work on this, but it takes somebody to pull everyone together and make it happen. And I also love what you have chosen as the theme, and it is going to be great opportunity to bring people together and reflect on where we've come from and where we want to go. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Jacobs. Commissioner Valentine?
Yes, just to sort of piggyback on my colleagues' comments, I think the theme "Common Ground" is a timely one. Living during a time when we seem to be so divided and in need of unity. I'm hoping that during the time period and preparation leading up to the celebration, that our nation can truly find some common ground. So whoever came up with that theme, definitely timely. I look forward to the celebration.
Thank you all so much. That concludes our ceremonial items. I do want to recognize, before she leaves, but also recognize and thank Senator Sophia Chitlick for joining us tonight. And now we will move to our consent agenda, and I'll pass it to Manager Hager.
Good evening, Commissioners. We have a few items, and I'll read them. Are there any questions
if there's any questions
about any of the items? Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know these are usually at this meeting, they're things that we have come up during the month. And so we haven't really had board discussion. I just really want to highlight item number 25-0051, which is replacement of the steam boilers in the County Detention Center for $149,758. And just to acknowledge that this is another item that we comes before us to around a need for the detention center. It's acknowledged that this is work on an old facility, but I would love to hear staff talk about this, because I thought it was really interesting that this is related to improvements that we've actually made all along, and because of those improvements now we need to readjust. But I just thought it was very interesting, and then I have another comment after that. But if you could just highlight the evolution of where we're at now with this.
Madam Chair, Commissioners, County Manager, Sean Staka, Assistant Director for General Services. So right now at the detention center, back in 2012, there was a performance contract done that upgraded a lot of the HVAC equipment in the jail, but not all of it. The boilers were not part of that project, so these boilers are 30 years old. They're part of the existing infrastructure of the building. When we did redo the performance contracting, it did take some of the onus off the steam boilers, because we went to some electric boilers, so they weren't working as hard, but they still do provide some reheat throughout the building. And now we have one of them that is hard broke. We can't repair it. So that's why this project is coming forth. We look to resize the boilers, so because they don't need to work as much as they did in the past, we want to resize them to put proper sizing in there, so we're not burning energy we don't need to burn. So that's mainly where this is coming from. And the $149,000 is actually not for replacing the boilers. That's for the design and the construction management that O'Brien Atkins is going to help us with to get the new boilers in place.
Thank you. And I appreciate the fact that we've done so many upgrades now on this that we actually need to redesign it to fit the more energy efficient equipment that's in there. So thank you. But I just also want to highlight, I know we had gotten a report from staff, and there have been many improvements that we have made in the detention center over time. Just looking through it, you know, it was millions of dollars of equipment. I was trying to actually add it all up while I was sitting here, but you know, just in this past year, there was over $330,000 for HVAC repair, $120,000 for chiller, $472,000 for improving the doors, replacing the doors in the detention center. $78,000, over $78,000 for fire equipment. This is all just 2024. Body cameras, security in terms of cameras, body and car cameras, over almost $370,000. $500,000 for just ongoing maintenance, and then it goes on in other years. And just wanted to emphasize that this board has approved, on an ongoing basis, any types of repairs that are needed that come to our attention, that we regularly approve those. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We're greatly appreciative of it.
Yes. I appreciate the work of our general maintenance staff and other staff who work on this and bring this to us. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commissioner Jacobs. Commissioner Burton?
Yeah, I have a question. How old is the jail or the detention center?
I believe we're going on 32 years. I think it was built between 92 and 94, and I think it opened in 94, if I'm not mistaken.
So things are it's an old building.
It's a very tired building. It operates 24/7. It never shuts down. So, you know, a lot of our other buildings, they at 5 o'clock at night, the systems go to sleep. They don't really run all through the night. They don't run on the weekends, but this building is 24/7, never shuts down. So yes, the systems that are in there that are original to the building are just very tired and starting to break down.
Any other questions or comments? Any items that commissioners want to pull? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Vice Chair Lee.
Second.
Okay, second by Commissioner Valentine. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, consent is approved. That now moves us to Attorney Williamson to read us the boards and commissions. Commissioner Burton, your ballot.
Did you vote?
You know what?
Madam Chair, while we're waiting, I did want to just make one comment because it was part of our consent agenda. I just want to acknowledge that we got reports from a lot of the boards and commissions on our agenda tonight, and I just want to say thank you to all of the residents that serve on these boards: Historic Preservation, the DOS Board, the Planning Commission, I'm trying to remember what else was on here, Board of Equalization and Review, and that these boards all do incredibly important work, and people work really hard and give tremendous value to all of us in Durham County. And I just want to, since they were on consent, we didn't discuss them, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Jacobs. Okay. Attorney Williamson.
Okay, we have a number of committees and boards and commissions that we have some vacant positions on. So the first one, Adult Care Home Community Advisory Committee. The board has selected Angela Holmes for the at-large position. We have one vacant position for the Board of Health. The board has selected Sarah Verbiest. For the Boxing and Wrestling Commission, the board has selected Eric Faust. For the City County Appearance Commission, we have one vacant position, and the board has selected Naya Furtick. For the Durham Planning Commission, the board has selected Henry Capers for the one vacant position. For the Durham Racial Equity Commission, we have 7 vacant positions, 2 at large, 4 leader community organizer of community-rooted organization-based, and 1 youth position. For the at-large position, the board has selected Sheila Mullen and Maima Camara. For the leader community organizer of community-rooted organization-based seat, the board has selected Henry Capers, Leah Selvey, Atreus Good, Nisha Williams, and for the youth position, the board has selected Ramya Krishna. For the Juvenile Crime Prevention Council, we have 2 vacant positions, 1 member of business and 1 United Way rep or other nonprofit organization position. For the member of business position, the board has selected Beverly B.J. Council. For the United Way rep or other nonprofit organization position, the board has selected DeWarren Langley. For the Nursing Home Community Advisory Committee, we have 1 vacant position, and the board has selected Gracie Rogers. Congratulations to all.
Thank you so much, Attorney Williamson. Congratulations to everyone selected to serve on a board. Thank you for applying and being willing to volunteer and step up in this role and serve Durham County. We greatly appreciate it. And to the folks who weren't selected this time, we hope that you continue to apply. We have lots of boards and commissions that we need residents to serve on. That brings us to the conclusion of our agenda. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Commissioner Burton, second by Vice Chair Lee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you so much.